I'm going to make one more video for you showing an example of using the cheat button on this app. I've already made two videos that show simpler examples, but this is going to be a complex example, but you'll be able to see just what it can do, okay? For a modern lifestyle where, your schedule doesn't always correspond to what an app might tell you your eating schedule should be. And I'm going to show you the flexibility and power that this thing has. I've put in all of the same stats as before, okay? We're starting the diet on November the 29th, 2017. There's our current weight, our target weight, 3-year plan ending exactly 3 years later. So I'm going to press yes and start the diet. Okay, so you'll recall in the first example of using the cheat button, we went out to Christmas Day and that was supposed to be a non-eating day, and we pressed the cheat button because it was Christmas and we wanted to eat on Christmas Day. So I'm going to start this example by doing exactly that. I'm going to advance out to Christmas Day. Okay, here we are, December 21st, 22nd, 23rd, we're not eating, okay? December the 24th, we're eating. Here we are, Christmas Day, December 25th, and just as in the first example, I'm going to press this cheat button on this day. Okay, I'm going to press the red button. Are you sure, really sure you want to cheat? I'm going to confirm yes. Okay. So far, we've done exactly what we did in the first example that I showed of using this cheat button. So we're going to go to the next day. And if we look at the schedule, you can see that we cheated on December the 25th. So I'm going to advance. Now, as you recall in the last example, I went out a number of days and I pressed that. After a certain number of days, I pressed that. I reached the target weight displayed above, red button at the bottom. Okay? It was a very simple example. I pressed the cheat button once and I pressed that other red button you see on this screen once. Now, watch what happens when I cheat multiple times. I'm going to go advance to December the 28th. Okay, December the 29th is a day I will be eating. Here is December the 30th. This is the day I'm not eating. And here we are, December the 31st. Now this is, of course, New Year's Eve. Okay, in the real world, this is New Year's Eve. And it just so happens that I'm scheduled to be eating this day, so that's good. I can go to the parties and eat, okay? Now, let's move to the following day. Now, here we are, New Year's Day, all right, January the 1st. Well, this is another occasion where many people get together and, eat, drink, and be merry, right? And you'll notice that I have not that I have not made it back yet. This is the holiday season. People tend to eat more, okay? And I haven't gotten back. I haven't pressed that button yet that says I've gotten back to where I was before I cheated, okay? So, but I want to eat again, and I'm not supposed to on January the 1st. But you know what? Social convention calls for me to eat on this day, okay? So I'm going to press the button. Watch. Now I'm cheating a second time, okay? Yes. So what we've done now is we've cheated on Christmas Day and we've cheated on New Year's Day, okay? But between that time, we were eating every other day, okay? Just as we normally would. But we still haven't gotten back to where we were prior to cheating, okay? On December the 24th was the last day we were on pace on this diet. So I'm going to go out here And I'm just going to review the history for you, okay? Here we are, December the 24th, okay? This is the last day before we press that cheat button. Oh, sorry. Here we are, December the 24th. This is the last day before we press that cheat button, okay? And here we are, Christmas Day, December 25th, and we press the cheat button on this day, okay? Now, we haven't pressed that button that says we've reached the target weight displayed above. And another occasion has come up in the meantime where we weren't supposed to be eating, but we wanted to, okay? So here we are, we've cheated again. So now we've cheated twice in the space of a week, okay? So let's get back to our directions, okay? And let's go out another couple of days. And let's say I still haven't made it back to this weight, okay? So I keep going and I keep going and I try, I try to eat less on these days. I try to start eating later in the day. I try to eat salads and light foods. Okay, I try to go to bed a little early, limit the number of hours and the number of calories, but I still haven't made it back. And I'm out here and now I'm coming up on, a business trip that I have to take for 2 days where I'm going to be meeting with people and I have to have dinner with them for business, okay? So let's just say that the trip is coming up and this is still a normal day, so I don't eat on this day, okay? And I eat on this day, okay? And I still haven't made it back to the weight I was on December the 24th, okay? So the next day is the day of my business trip, okay? So now it says I'm not supposed to eat on this day, but I have a business meeting with somebody and I cannot not be eating today because it's part of my job. So I have to eat today, okay? So I'm going to have to press the cheat button again, okay? And it says, do you want to cheat? And I confirm, yes, I do want to cheat. Yes, okay? So that was day 45. Now I'm going to go to day 46, and it's a 2-day trip. I have another series of business meetings today, and I have to eat today too, okay? So I'm going to have to cheat again. So I press the red button again, and it says, are you really sure you want to cheat? Okay, yes, I do, okay? So now I'm going to move to the next day, and now the business trip is over, okay? And it says, I'm not to eat today, and today I'm not eating because I don't need to eat today, so I'm not eating today. But just to review, okay, we've now pressed that button 4 times, okay? Dating back to December the 25th, we cheated here, okay? And we cheated here on New Year's Day. And then we went back to the pattern of eating every other day, but then the business trip came up, okay? And because we had to eat for work in a business meeting situation, we had to cheat 2 days right here, okay? So, it's now January the 14th. We started cheating on December the 25th, and now it's January the 14th. And we've pressed that cheat button 4 times. So, there's obviously a price to pay. So it's hard to get back to where we were on December the 24th. But let's say now there's no more need to cheat, okay? We're into the new year. The business meetings are done. The social occasions are done. Now we can get back on track. So let's say today's day 47. Let's say we spend the next 10 days. It's going to take another 10 days maybe to get back there. So I'm just going to move over to day 57. Okay. I'm pressing the next day button here. Okay. Now on day 56, I noticed that I'm getting close to these weights, but I haven't been able to get back all the way yet. Okay. So on day 57, I'm not eating. Okay. And I move to day 58. And finally, on day 58, January the 25th. So a month later. I mean, we started the cheating on December the 25th. It's now a month. Okay? A month later, we finally get back to where we were on December the 25th. Okay? And after all that time, we can say, yes, I reached the target weight displayed above. So now we can press this red button, and we're confirming that, yes, we did reach that target. Again, we are back at the same weight we were on December the 24th, the day before we pressed that cheat button for the very first time. Okay? So we press yes, confirm. Now, it tells me, okay, congratulations, it took a total of 32 days. We lost 32 days because we pressed that cheat button 4 times within those 32 days. Okay? But the important thing is we made it back. Okay? You know, we were able to keep our social conventions. We were able to eat on Christmas Day. We were able to eat on New Year's Day. We were able to eat on those 2 days where we had to eat at business meetings. Okay? And we still got back to where we were. And we lost 32 days doing it. That was the price to be paid for pressing that cheat button 4 times. We lost 32 days. But the important thing is we did get back to where we were. Okay? So that's the most important thing. Getting back to where you were before you first pressed the cheat button. Okay? Now, because it's such a large number of days, I'm going to press the move back button. Okay? So I'm going to press move back, and it recalculates everything. Okay? So we have a new set of numbers now. Now, for a month, this number hasn't moved down. Base weight goal has remained at 263.6. But watch what happens. As we go forward, it's just moved down. Now it's 263.4, 263.2, 263.2 again, 263.0. Okay, just ignore that. Okay, so now it's down to 262.6. So as you can see, it's going down again. It didn't go down for those 32 days between the time we first pressed the cheat button and the time we pressed that I reached the target weight above button. It didn't go down at all. But as soon as we pressed that button, I reached the target weight displayed above, and we moved forward in time, the weight goal started going down again, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. And if we look at our schedule, remember we said to move the date back. We were telling it, move the date back by 32 days, okay? So let's go to our original final day, November the 29th. There it is, date 1097, November the 29th, 2020. That was the day we were originally going to be 185 pounds. Now we just pressed the cheat button 4 times, okay? We could have said, keep the same date, November 29th, 2020. That's one option. It's up to you, okay? It'll be harder by not moving the date back. But if you're determined to stick to the original date, then by all means, say keep the same date. But, you know, if you want to make it a little bit easier to make those goals every other day, tell it to move the date back, okay? And then here you can see it's added 32 days, and now our new date to be 185 pounds is December 31st. And there's no limit to the number of times you can do this, okay? If you can keep pressing the cheat button, and you can keep moving the days back if you choose to do that. Like, that's what the app is designed to do. That's what it's built to do. If you want to, you can keep moving the date back. It'll ask you, do you want the same day in the future, or do you want to move that date back? And if you want to move it back, then by all means, move it back. It's up to you. All right? But I just wanted to demonstrate how powerful the cheat button is. Because here you are following a diet plan where you eat every other day, and yet you're able, in the span of a month, you're able to cheat on 3 separate occasions and press that button 4 times for 3 occasions and freeze the diet, okay, for that period of time so that the target doesn't go down any further and get away from you. And then when you get back to where you were on December the 24th, prior to pressing that cheat button for the first time, you can reactivate the diet. You tell the app, hey, I made it back to where I used to be. Let's start the diet again. Let's get the weight goals going down again every other day. And okay, and it instantly recalculates all your new numbers. That's the beauty of the app. That's the power of this app, okay? It does all of the difficult math calculations for you, and it'll do them over and over and over again, no matter how many times you cheat. Okay, it'll do all of the math instantly for you. And that's the real beauty of the app. That's the real convenience factor, okay? So this is going to be my final example of how to use that cheat button. I've tried to be as thorough and as clear as I can. I know it can be a little complicated if you've never used the app. You know, I've been around this diet and this app for 2 years. I'm the founder, I'm the creator, so obviously I understand it. I can understand, yeah, it can be a little difficult to understand the first time. So if you're at all confused, I encourage you to go back and watch these videos, these instructional videos again, and it's probably going to make a whole lot more sense to you the second time you watch it, because you'll sort of know what's coming, okay? So that would be my advice. If you're at all confused or in the dark about how to use the app or how to use this cheat button, okay, or how to set your profiles or your target dates or your target weight, okay, go back and watch the instructional videos a second time. It's going to make a whole lot more sense the second time you watch it. And once you actually start using the app for yourself, then it's going to become even easier, because then you'll have practical experience, real world experience at using it for yourself. And then it'll make perfect sense to you.